Didn't even get to cross.
What's up, guys? This is What's My Game, and thank you so much as always for watching. Please subscribe and like if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. You're the best. Today we are playing Witcher 3, and I've gotten so many requests to find out what's going on with patch 1.07 because it was a big one. What glitches work, what doesn't work, and all that jazz, and also some of the new additions. So we're going to cover all of the relevant shit in 1.07. Here you can see I'm running God mode on this particular save, and everybody's saying God mode has been patched. So we're going to find out for sure and let everybody know as a confirmation, because I know some people are waiting to update their game until I tell them. So you can see I have a ton of DPS and I have a ton of sign intensity. Now, just so you know, I haven't played this game in almost 3 weeks. Today is July the 20th. I haven't played it since July the 3rd. I was on vacation for a week, and then there's just a ton of other games to cover. So the last save I have is a God mode save. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you right now the last save I have is 1.05. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load up the 1.05. Well, actually, that's what I'm in right now. I'm in the 1.05 mode, and that's why I have God mode available. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and you know what I'm going to do first? before I update, my update is installed. I'm going to kick these guys' ass while I'm still a god, because this might be the last time, if the patch did kill it, that I have the opportunity to whack some 43 level guards here. Because my character, Geralt's only level 28. So there was no way I'd be able to do this without good old God mode. And that felt pretty damn good, I must say. So now I'm going to go ahead and continue. You can see down at the bottom, version 1.07 is installed. So we're going to go ahead and roll with this. I did fast forward through the loading screen. It does seem like it takes a little longer to load. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's reality. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know the difference. All right, so here we are in Nilfgaard, and you can see additional content has been installed. Learn more about the shit in the tutorials. Okay, the stash. The stash is something we're going to cover later in the video. I give you the opportunity to read it here. Basically, it's just chests, and they're placed across the world. They're not all over the world. It kind of would be cool if they were all chests, but certain chests are used as stash where you can store shit. So here we are. God mode has been taken away from me, as everyone has said. So I have no longer have the awesome DPS and sign intensity, and it's not even set up properly. I just had it set up that way in God mode because it really didn't matter. I'll go back and fix it later. My stats could be better than they are now, but they're really low. Obviously, God mode has been taken away. So as a confirmation, at least on PS4, 1.07 gets rid of God mode. And I need to go in here and update my Y-axis because it screwed up my axis, and I can't stand that shit. So I have to change that. So God mode is gone, sadly. And that's okay, you know. I mean, I told people when we first posted it, beware, you know, do this with caution. It does ruin the game experience. I mean, let's be honest. If you want to play an easy video game, you go play something else. You know, it was fun for a while, but it did suck after a while when there's no challenge, you know. So there's a stash right there, but that's not what we're going to do first. The first thing I want to do is see if I can get God mode back. And to do that, I'm actually going to go over to the same spot where you can get the infinite experience, the last glitch that works. So I'm going to go here on Skellig Isles and go up here to the northeast. And we're going to just go to the same spot where you can do the glitch for experience, and go ahead and do that first. Okay, so we'll go ahead and verify that works, and then I'll try to get my God mode back and see if that works. So this is the next question. After losing God mode, which you do, does the experience glitch still work? And I just got 50 experience, so yes, it still works. Again, this is 1.07 on PS4, and I do have confirmation from others that it does work on the other platforms. So it does still work. I grabbed, you know, a few hundred experience here real quick. Again, this is something that I've really done a lot, honestly. Else I would be level 50. There I'm at 311. I'm just going to do it 2 more times just to show that it is working. It seems to be going a little slower than it did before. Like when you run to the top, it doesn't hit right away until the Path of the Warriors goes away. You see, like, I'm waiting, but there it is. I get the 50 points. So it does still work. the infinite money glitch, the information I have up there does still work and it is relevant. And I have 411 experience now on level 28, so it went up 100. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip my superior dimeritium bombs, and I'm going to see if I can get God mode back. Okay, I'm going to leave the setup just how I have it, which is really not the best setup, but just for the first time, I'm going to leave it how I had it, which with no vitality or no green mutagens installed, which is what I originally recommended, but I'm just going to try it anyway. So here I am running back and forth through it, and nothing went up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through here and show you. I'm going to drink a potion of clearance, and then I'm going to go ahead and load it up properly with the green mutagens, and that way this will be following my original instructions to make sure you max out synergy. Okay, and this time I'm just going to put combat in here because again I don't have enough points to do 2 different spots. So I'm just going to run combat and then load up all the spots including synergy, and then I'm going to throw greater green mutagens and then a red greater mutagen. So this is set up like it should be. So if God mode is still allowing you to do it, I know it took it away, but maybe it'll let you put it back on. So I'm going to go here if I can freaking find it. I know I have a greater red mutagen. That's why I fast forwarded this, because I'm having a hard time finding it. And yes, there is a sort ability, and it doesn't work on this freaking screen for some reason, which is kind of stupid. So there we go. So now let's try it again with it set up properly. And just make sure God mode is gone forever. Never to return. So let's fast forward it here. Run through the green fog. Wouldn't it be nice if people's farts were green, like a mist like that? Alright, it didn't work. Okay, I'm at the same exact levels that I was before. The only thing I went up was the 7100 from the 5300 on the vitality, and that's because I'm running all these perks for having them loaded on there, but that's normal. So bottom line is I did not get my God mode back, and I tried it 2 different times. Okay, nothing went up. God mode's gone. Sorry, but I think it's better off that it's gone, to be honest with you. I had a love-hate relationship with it. So going back to the green mist for farts, that way you could get the hell out of the people's way when they fart, right? There should be like a spray where you could spray and then it like clouds the fart so that you know where to get the hell out of the way so you can't smell it. Anyway, off topic. Next thing we're going to do is look at the infinite money technique, okay, which everybody wants. This is a nest that I've farmed many times. I'm going to have to redestroy it because I've been away from the game for a while, and typically if you meditate for 5 days, as long as you leave an item, it'll come back on its own anyway. So here I'm blowing it up, and this is a good one. It's got a ruby ring and a greater runestone that are pretty valuable. So I'm just going to check and make sure this still works. I can tell already that I didn't get the loot sign or the loot word out of the screen there. So let me walk back. There we go. There we are. They're back. All right. So there's confirmation that the infinite money exploit glitch, whatever you want to call it, does still work on version 1.07 on PS4. I do have confirmation that it works on the other platforms as well. Okay, but I wanted to do it myself, and a lot of you guys have been messaging me and emailing me asking me to do it myself and post a video before they install the update. So here's just a bunch. I think I ended up getting like 24 right here. I stopped on my own. Some people's suggestion is it depends on how many game days you have or how far you are in the game as how many duplications you can have. Some people are only getting a couple, 10. I've gotten over 100 many times. I really have never gotten to a point where it ran out. I just get bored and stop. Like who needs that many, right? So you can always come back and do it later. So I'll do 40, 50 at a time, then go sell it, and I've got plenty of money. I don't need to sit there for 3 hours and do this. For some people that are only getting a couple items, mine and a couple of other people's suggestion is it's tied to somehow the number of days you've had in the game, in-game days. So, that was the biggest thing. By the way, what I'm doing right now is I'm loading the new save, so you can see it, that last save was on 1.07, and some of the older saves are on 1.05, I think, or 1.04. Those are just really old gameplays that I just saves that I never got rid of. So again, just to summarize, God mode is gone. It's gone. It doesn't work, and you can't get it back. Okay. Number 2, the infinite experience glitch still works, and that's the path of the warrior. It still works. It's awesome. You can get as much levels as you want, and the infinite money glitch works with the nest. You can get as much money as you want. So even though you're not invincible anymore, you still can get paid, and you can still level up. So it's really still awesome. But those aren't game breakers like the God mode was, so I'm not worried about it. Right outside of Crow's Perch, I'm just going to go and check out the stash and see how that works for you guys. So I traveled to Crow's Perch. You can go anywhere in the game you want. I happen to have a quest here I was going to play anyway, so with the Bloody Baron. So I came back here, and I'm in Ciri's room when she bolted, and I'm going to check out the stash and see what it does. I mean, I already know what it does. You just store shit in it, right? Okay, so you can store weapons, and you can store, it says other items. I haven't messed with it long enough to know exactly what can and can't be stored. All I know is that it's nice to have an ability to store some items and come back and get them later, which is this game has been lacking. I did my review and I didn't mention it, but it's always been something in the back of my head, like, why can't we store this shit somewhere? You know, we either have to carry it or sell it. So this is a nice addition, and again, I don't know what exactly you can or can't store, but it looks like there's enough here that you can store to save weight and come back and get it later, at least weapons that you like, I guess. So it's a welcome thing, you know. We'll take it. Also, the sorting thing is nice. I'm going to show you this a little bit later, but the sorting thing was something that I definitely talked about in my review of the game and said that it's silly that they didn't have a way to sort all these items, because they really do get convoluted. So I'm so glad they included a sort method, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. But you can see you can sort them by price when you're selling. You can sort them by weight. So if you're just loaded up and you just want to sell the heaviest shit first, or store the heaviest shit, you can prioritize that sorting, and that way you can it really gives you a head start on getting rid of items that are really heavy, and also selling the items that are more valuable. So this is a really great addition to the game. Just something little that, quite honestly, they should have had probably from the beginning, but I don't know why durability would be that big of a deal, but sometimes it's better to have and not need than need and not have. So I think that's pretty much all we need to show you on the inventory and how the sorting works, and the stash is pretty self-explanatory. Doesn't look like you can stash like alchemy items and stuff. I mean, like mutagens, but that's okay. And I'm just looking on the regular, like the full-blown inventory, and just seeing what it looks like here, as opposed to being in the inventory with the stash. So I'm just kind of going through it. This is a huge menu right here, this alchemy and crafting menu, and it does give you the ability to sort it here, which is really cool. So now that it's sorted by type, it makes it a little bit easier, and you can also sort it. You're pressing L3. Which is the button you need to hit to pop up the sort menu. See it down there at the bottom. And I'm just checking out that the sort works, and you can sort it, like I said, price, weight, rarity. Well, I don't know why you would sort it by rarity. I don't know. Who cares? Like, really all you need to worry about is weight and what the price is. Because when you want to sort it, I don't know. I guess rarity would help when you're enchanting and stuff or whatever. Or doing your alchemy. I got Elder Scrolls on the brain. The last thing is we're going to mess with this other thing, which is the alternative movement style for him. For Geralt, one of the big complaints I had, here it is, movement response, it's down below this. One of the big complaints I had was that you cannot, the jump button turns into dodge when you go into combat mode. Unfortunately, I was really excited thinking that was going to be fixed. Unfortunately, that's not the case. They didn't fix that. So once you go into combat mode, your jump button goes away, and all you can do is dodge, and you can still get caught in corners and stuff. So I'm kind of disappointed if they were messing around with the movement, that they didn't fix that shit, but honestly, and I'm trying to be as open-minded as possible on this movement, I do not see a difference. And I mean, if I had to say there was a difference and then somebody said yes or no, I guess I would say yes. And maybe it's my mind playing tricks on me, but it seems like it is a little bit easier to walk slow and be a little bit more precise with your movements with the alternative method. But honestly, I really, long after this video, I was trying it and I really didn't see a big difference. So I don't know. The jury's out on that. If they say it's better, I guess. I don't know. So that's it, guys. That covers everything on the 0.107, the 1.07 update or patch for Witcher 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I find a new exploit or glitch, if there's one out there, I promise you I will put it up. Other than that, that's why I haven't put many videos out for this game. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is What's My Game. See ya!